Now, some publications won't print what I write. And so I'm here to, I can't say that, Times and Democrat, I want to thank them because they do a good job of printing what I write. Sometimes they even print things that I'm thinking about writing. And I appreciate that. But quite frankly, the war on poverty did not fail. At the time Johnson made his speech in 1964, the poverty rate in this country among seniors was 19%. And within 10 years, that poverty rate had dropped to 12%. Why? It was because of the war on poverty. That speech was made in January. One of the first things that the Congress tackled was employment opportunities. Congress passed the following June the Civil Rights Act of 1964. People tend to deal with it in isolation, but ladies and gentlemen, the 1964 Civil Rights Act was a part of Lyndon Johnson's war on poverty, the building of a great society. That's what happened in 1964, which outlawed discrimination in the private sector. A year later, 1965, as a part of building a great society and its war on poverty, the Voting Rights Act of 1965 was passed in order to give people in these rural communities, in communities where they had not had the right to vote, give them the vote so they could go out and express themselves at the polls and get people in office who would do some of what was necessary to help them fulfill their dreams and their aspirations. All of that was a part of the war on poverty. Part of the war on poverty was in 1965 when we passed Medicare, Medicaid. And Medicaid ain't about just poor people. Medicaid is about those people who are not yet able to be productive. In South Carolina, 59% of the people on Medicaid are children. Another 8 to 10% are people with disabilities. People who are in wheelchairs, people who are disabled and cannot work for one reason or another. Another 8 or 10% are people, senior citizens living in nursing homes. Now, once again, this history major knows something about arithmetic. 59 and 10, or 69 and another 10. 79, that leaves only 21. So 79% of the people on Medicaid are people who are either senior citizens living in their golden years, or they are disabled, or they are children. And that's why Medicaid was there, so that children could be taken out of poverty. So that senior citizens, when they get older and in their golden years, would not have to live in poverty, but would have the assistance to live a good, fruitful life. And if anybody tells you that the war on poverty failed, they ain't telling you the truth. And if I wasn't in such polite company, I would say it differently.